In this video I will show you how to use the freeze function properly in Logic Pro X. I will also give you a power tip in the end of this video. Let's do this right now. So let's say your computer is struggling to play back your project, or that you simply want to save some precious CPU power. That's when you can use the freeze function in Logic Pro X. So basically, if you freeze a track, Logic automatically creates an audio version of the full performance of this track during the whole project and freezes the instrument plugin and the full insert effect chain. So let's say you want to freeze this track because it takes much CPU power in your project and you are basically happy with the performance right now. Simply right-click on the track, go to Configure Track Header here at the bottom and bring up the freeze icon so that you can see this little snowflake here on each track. Now, if I click here, nothing seems to happen at first because you need to press the space bar on your computer keyboard. And now, as you can see, Logic Pro X is freezing the track. And you don't see a created audio track as you do if you bounce to audio. But you see that this snowflake is now green. And now if I try to go here and move this, Logic will say current track is frozen. So basically all these notes are now in audio form behind the scenes. So you also see if I try to do something here, it's a snowflake. I can't change either the instrument plugin or the audio insert effects, but I can change the send effects because that's not part of the audio chain of the specific track. So now I can play back this track again. And this track is frozen, so I can't do any changes to it. So as if I feel I want to do a change, I simply either start to do a change and unfreeze here, or I click the snowflake again, and that's instant. But as soon as I want to freeze again, Logic needs to process that again. So click spacebar after hitting the snowflake, and now the track is again frozen. So you can go back and forth and freeze as many tracks as you wish, because it will save lots of CPU power in your project. Now here's my power tip for you. Before you freeze the track you want to freeze, you can open up the track inspector for that track, and if you check here, strings, and here it says freeze mode. It's now selected as pre-fader. Pre-fader means that you will create the freeze on both the instrument plugin itself as well as freeze all of the insert effect chain. If you choose source, it will only freeze the instrument track. So let me do that right now. Like so. And you can see the snowflake is there, but I can now change the insert effect chain if I want to. So if you use very heavy CPU intensive effects, I recommend freezing with the pre-fader, which means everything here before the fader. But if you want to make changes in the insert effect chain, make sure you set it to source only. Subscribe now and watch a lot more videos on composing music, producing music, sound design, Logic Pro X and much more. I'll see you in the next video, my friends.